Hello children, good morning to you all. Today I am going to start you with a new lesson and I already posted difficult words of this lesson. The name of the lesson is Uncle Richard's New Year Party. Our lesson is Uncle Richard's New Year Party. So I am leaving some lessons in the middle. Only 2 more lessons I want to take. That's why I start with Uncle Richard's New Year Party. One I will take, another lesson, which one I will take? Memories are made of buttermilk, or one more lesson. Here I have 8th lesson. One poem, Frog and Nightingale, I am going to take. Yeah. So, our new lesson is Uncle Richard's New Year Dinner. Uncle Richard's New Year Dinner is our lesson. I already posted difficult words to you, right? I already posted difficult words to you. I hope you may know them, but it is my duty to read them to you. So our new lesson is Uncle Richard's New Year Dinner. So New Year is such a day we all celebrate it with very great enthusiasm, great happiness. Everybody wants to celebrate this New Year day. So how Uncle Richard has made his New Year dinner is our lesson. Very nice and interesting lesson which teaches us about family bonding, how we have to be united in our own families, how we should not have any quarrels in the family, how the quarrels affect the children's relations. That's why this lesson is very important, I felt, and I decided to take this lesson first. Okay, so I already posted difficult words and asked you to write them. Hope you have written. Now you open the notebook and see the words I am reading. Please listen them. I am not going to write them on the blackboard. Just read them. Each word I would like to read 3 times, yes please. First, Quarrelled. 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 I once again tell you, please open the classwork or your mobile and just look into the words and repeat after me. Second, driven. 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 Third, thoughtfully. Thoughtught. Thought. Fully. Fully. Thoughtfully. Thought. Thought. Fully. Thoughtfully. Thoughtfully. Then popped. 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 Popped into. Popped. Into. Popped into. Hurried. 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 Woodshed. WOOD. Wood. SHED. Shed. Woodshed. WOOD. Wood. SHED. Shed. Woodshed. Unfastened. 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 ENED, unfastened. Adventure, 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 adventure. Pantry, PANTRY, pantry. PANTRY, pantry. This word we have uh, got in the lesson a question of grammar, second or third lesson, I hope. Pantry, PANTRY, pantry. TURNIPS, turnips. TURNIPS, turnips. TURNIPS, turnips. Ingredients, INGREDIENTS, ingredients. INGREDIENTS, ingredients. Raisin pudding, RAISIN, raisin, PUDDING, pudding. Raisin pudding, RAISIN, raisin, PUDDING, pudding. Raisin pudding, RAISIN, raisin, PUDDING, pudding. Raisin pudding. Bubbling, BUBBLING, bubbling. BUBBLING, bubbling. BUBBLING, bubbling. HISSING, hissing. HISSING, hissing. HISSING, hissing. Odors, ODOURS, odors. ODOURS, odors. ODOURS, odors. Gruff, GRUFF, gruff. GRUFF, gruff, not gruff. Gruff, GRUFF, gruff. Stammered, STAMMERED, stammered. STAMMERED, stammered. Evidently, EVIDENTLY, evidently. EVIDENTLY, evidently. EVIDENTLY, evidently. RELISH, relish. RELISH, relish. RELISH, relish. GRATE, great. FUL, full. Grateful. GRATE, great. GRATE, great. FUL, full. Grateful. Then ashamed, ASHAMED, ashamed. ASHAMED, ashamed. Admit, ADMIT, admit. ADMIT, admit. ADMIT, admit. Forgives, for GIVES, gives. Forgives, FORGIVES, forgives. So simple way you can learn the words joining them. for. GIVES, gives. Forgives, in that way. Joyfully, same way. JOY, joy. FULLY, fully. Joyfully. JOY, joy. FULLY, fully. Joyfully. Niece, NIECE, niece. NIECE, niece. NIECE, niece. Then deserved, DESCRVED, deserved. DESCRVED, deserved. DESCRVED, deserved. Stubbornness, STUBBORN, stubborn. NESS, stubbornness. STUBBORNESS, stubbornness. So these are the words. So just I read the lesson to you now, and tomorrow I will explain you. Prissy Baker was buying matches in a store when she saw her uncle Richard walking in. She wanted to run to him and wish him a happy new year, but she stopped because she knew that Uncle Richard and her father had quarreled many years ago and they had stopped talking to each other. As Uncle Richard left the store, she heard him tell the shopkeeper that he was alone at home and would cook his dinner after he returned from town. After her uncle Richard had driven away, Prissy walked thoughtfully home. She had planned to spend a nice, lazy Christmas holiday with her father. But as she walked home, she realized that Uncle Richard would have an unhappy new year. He would return from the town cold and hungry to an empty house and uncooked dinner. Suddenly, an idea popped into her head. She hurried home, put her matches away, locked the door, and started up the road to Uncle Richard's house, half a mile away. Prissy entered Uncle Richard's house through the woodshed door, which was unfastened. She went into the kitchen and looked around. This was an adventure. This was fun. She would tell her father all about it and how proud it would make him. There was still a good fire in the stew, and in the pantry, Prissy found all the vegetables she needed: potatoes, cabbage, turnips. She also found the ingredients for a raisin pudding. She knew that her uncle loved pudding. In a short time, the kitchen was full of bubbling and hissing and mouth-watering odors. Even the raisin pudding was beautifully baked. Uncle Richard should be home soon, said Prissy to herself as the clock struck 12. So I will set the table now and leave the dinner where it will stay warm. Prissy set the table and she was just leaving when a gruff voice behind her said, well, what does this mean? Prissy turned around surprised. There stood Uncle Richard at the door. I came up to cook your dinner for you, Uncle Richard, she stammered. I heard you say that you were spending New Year alone. So I thought of cooking a New Year dinner for you just like father's and mine. But I meant to slip away before you came home. It was very kind of you, said Uncle Richard. I am surprised that your father let you come. Father was not at home, but he loves you, Uncle Richard. Said Uncle Richard. Well, since you have cooked the dinner, you must help me eat it. It smells good, I must say. So sit down, Prissy. I'm hungry. They sat down. Uncle Richard was evidently very hungry because he ate every little bit of food on his plate with great relish. He talked to Prissy too, quite kindly and politely. And when the meal was over, he said slowly, I am grateful to you, Prissy, and I am sorry for quarreling with Irving. I wanted to be friends with him again, but I was too ashamed and proud to admit it. Will you tell him so for me? And if he forgives me, tell him I would like to spend some evenings with you too, like the old times. Oh, you should come, cried Prissy joyfully. We will be one happy family again, Uncle Richards. Uncle Richard looked at his niece with a smile. You are a kind-hearted girl, Prissy. You would never have cooked a dinner for an old uncle who deserved to eat cold dinners for his stubbornness. It made me cross today when people wished me a happy new year, but it has brought me my family back already, and I believe it will be a happy year all the way through. Indeed, it will, laughed Prissy. You must promise to come and spend a New Year's Day with father and me. This is the lesson. I read. You to read, and Tuesday we will have the explanation of the lesson. So here we stop. Thank you.